Hey guys, Bravo Gaming back with another video, and recently I've been uploading a few videos showing off the display cabinet and games and game table of my gaming room and some terrain that I've been working on. But in this video I just wanted to show you my hobby area. So this is where I 3D print and paint all of the orders for Talisman Sabre, and where I do my own personal gaming hobby stuff. So it's accessed immediately off the game room. So there's a door there which goes through to the ensuite and master bedroom. But out this way we have the paint table. So it's some stuff I'm working on at the moment. These are obviously just very much in the early stages of being painted. I've got some outdoor pieces, some doors, some items from the Fort expansion, a couple of dungeon doors up the back there. That's some of the resin Oathsworn hexes for the build I'm doing at the moment, which just need some washes and stuff applied. A couple of water hexes for that build as well. And underneath the table there's this trolley with drawers, which is quite handy. A lot of my 3D printed parts and bits and pieces go in there, so they're close on hand. And we have a couple of my 3D printers. These are my CR6 SEs, which I have had some drama with in the past, but I've got them back working recently and they seem to be going strong, touch wood. So they're printing up a couple more Fort expansion pieces for the order that I'm currently working on. There's a gentleman from Switzerland who placed probably the largest order that I've ever had of physical terrain, and I'll show you that shortly. But yeah, that's two of my 5 FDM printers. We've got some spare parts, bits and pieces here, some tools, the obligatory isopropyl alcohol for cleaning the plates, filament, and all that sort of stuff. And then moving over here, this is where my other 3 Creality Ender 3s will go when I get them back. I've got them at a friend's place at the moment. We've been working on them, upgrading them with BL touches and new boards, and one of them is getting a micro Swiss direct drive as well, so hope to have them back in action soon. But for the moment, this area is the, I guess you could call, the staging area for that very large order that I was just talking about. So we have the dungeon set of Talisman Sabre terrain and the traps up the back here. Now recently Jeff, my partner, and I we switched over to these foam trays, which are a lot more professional. A buddy of Jeff's over in Salt Lake City has a laser cutter, and he was kind enough to lend his expertise to come up with these. So we've got acid traps, spiked pit traps, and I apologise for the lighting here, it's night time here. And I've just got my painting lamp sort of pointed over in this direction, so it's not ideal, but hopefully you get the idea. That's some outdoor traps, like a bear trap style trap. It's a whole stack of hex risers to build up the terrain, which all clip together. And here we have the bridge expansion, which is one of my favourite probably pieces of terrain that we offer. Got a lot of character about it, and once you build one of these up with the hex risers and create that negative space to span over, I find it really it takes your build to a whole other level, having that sort of feature piece included. And then we have a whole stack of floor hexes, dungeon, indoor, outdoor, and some cave. This is a cave pack. Really great set, the cave pack, a lot of character. You've got the dragon fossils, the gold vein with mining equipment, like a little shovel there, little bucket with gold and stuff in it. Water hexes, water deposits in the walls, which is a resin water effect. Crystals, mushrooms, little skulls on the columns there. And that's the cave set doors. And we have a statue set that this gentleman ordered, ready to go. And then down here is the outdoor set, which is almost finished. Those pieces that you saw back in my paint table are the last few to come for this. So again, this is a great set with a lot of feature pieces, mushrooms, plants, rocks, trees, stumps, logs, thorns, ruined wagons, ruined statues, these gnarly looking trees, tribal wall at the back there, these runic sort of pillars, cliff face walls, and these 4-hex walls are cool because they have these little canopies which you can sit on the top there, or are removable if you so wish, and then a couple of portal doors. So that's the outdoor set, and I just need to finish up the fort expansion, as I said, and that will be ready to be boxed up and shipped over to Switzerland. So a bit more storage here, an organizer for some 3D printed parts that I just keep in stock, that I have on hand. And moving over to a slightly messier area. This is where I do my resin printing. I've got a Creality LDR resin printer. Had to replace the screen on that quite recently, but apart from that, it's been quite reliable. Good value for money, I find, as so often is the case with Creality products, in my experience anyway. This is a Lazy Susan with a box here. This is just my sort of thrown together airbrushing area, which has been overtaken by the resin printing lately. I need to clean up and separate these areas out a little better, but I haven't been doing any airbrushing for a while. But when I do, I just have the Iwata Eclipse, which little air compressor underneath here, and I have the light above there, so I can do the painting and stuff in this area. And then moving along again, a spoiler warning for anyone playing Oathsworn. I'm just going to show you the original build I did of the board, and it does have a boss sheet out, which isn't the chapter 1 boss, so look away now if you don't want to see that. But this is a board I crafted out of foam, which, pending my 3D build, which I've done a video on recently, this is just something for us to hit the ground running when we're playing, which was a little bit better, I think, than the cardboard standard offering, which I'm allergic to when I'm playing these games. I love, obviously, doing 3D builds and making it a little bit more immersive. So I whipped this up out of some foam, extruded foam, and traced very painstakingly the grid onto the foam, and then sort of carved it out and added some texture paint and grass flocking and leaf litter and other bits and pieces, and then used some balsa wood to frame out this area for the monster card. The special rules, they just sit in there nicely, and that's the AI deck there, and you can put your discard over here. So also the boss monster base, which just helps situate the boss onto the board and clearly delineate which hexes it is that it's occupying, which I found handy. That's just a Thingiverse print that you can find online for free. So this will be retired soon once my 3D print build has been completed. So I'll be looking to offload it, probably try and sell it, or just give it to someone who has Oathsworn so that it can be enjoyed. But that's that, and then just some more tools and storage, some foam sheets, a soldering iron, Dremel, other bits and pieces. So eventually, hopefully I'll move the resin printer over to a table and keep this for my airbrushing and rattle can priming. But that's it. That's the hobby area. I can't show you at the moment because it's night time, but when these blinds go up, it's quite a nice outlook into the backyard. We're in a fairly rural area where I live, so this is my zen place. You can sit here and paint, throw a good podcast on, or Dungeon Crawler Carl, which is an audio book I definitely recommend if you haven't checked it out. And I just sit here and paint, and yeah, it's very therapeutic. Apart from when my printers fail. That isn't so therapeutic, and anyone who 3D prints knows what I'm talking about. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.